who's in a relationship? Oh, that's good. Okay. And who's single and looking to mingle? All right, y'all look around at each other. Hey, y'all who put your hands up in a relationship and married, don't you look nowhere. All right. Well, there's things that can help in all of these categories. But if you're dating, there's kind of a different realm. When you're in a relationship, there's a committed thing going on. There's a different level of commitment. Great. But when you're dating, there's no commitment, really. Until you make that commitment, you're just dating. And that's something that so many people jump into too soon. They think that, oh, I'm seeing you, and you're seeing me, therefore we're dating. Well, guess what? You're not. I mean, well, you're dating, but you're not together. And that's a problem because a lot of times you are not strong enough to deal with that, and you get hurt because that other person decides they want to see someone else. But you have no agreement. So that is a problem of boundaries. I want to talk about boundaries for a second. Boundaries are huge. If you do not have boundaries, good boundaries, you are going to be in pain a lot. Because a boundary says, if you do something to me, I am going to do this. I'm going to react this way. You put a line in the sand, and you say, if you cross this line in the sand, I'm out of here. Like somebody cheats on you. You're out. You're gone. You know, as soon as I caught my ex, boom, it was done. Next day, I filed for divorce. So that's it. Over. Because that was my boundary. I had a boundary, I had to stick to it. Now, having a boundary can suck balls. It hurts. You have to say no. You have to say goodbye. You have to say, I'm not going to stand for that. Once that's done, you have to go cry for a week. Whatever. You got to do, you got to do. But you've got to stand your ground. And ladies will appreciate the boundaries because it's been stated like this. A woman will test those boundaries. Women, you do it all the time, we know it. Some of us know it, most of us don't. I do. And you gentlemen will too. You're getting tested all the time. It's a natural thing that happens. Women will test your boundaries. They will test you. They want to see how strong you are. So when a woman is kind of pushing your buttons, it's not a bad thing. You don't have to lash out. You don't have to fight it. You go, oh, I know what she's doing. I get that. Because if she can roll over you, she is not going to have respect for you. So if you have a boundary, let's say, how was it say? It was so perfect. It goes, a woman was pushing this guy until he responded. Said, no, I'm not going to take this any longer. Don't do that. And he said, why would she do that? She said, I have to see, okay. I have to see if you will stand up to me so that I know that you will stand up for me. And that's pretty impressive. You think about that. She's got to know you're strong. If she pushes and boom, there's nothing there, there's no boundary, there's no walls, there's no one to stand for her. So she's going to find somebody else who says, no, I'm not going to take that. Ooh, I like that guy. Because he's strong. So your boundaries have got to be strong. If somebody does A, you've got to do B. I'm writing a book right now called The 10 Man Steps to Success in Dating, Business, and Life. Because business and dating all intertwine in my brain. And business has boundaries as well. Business, dating, same thing. Boundaries. Very, very important. If somebody does something to you, you've got to know where your boundaries are. And I did something, I stated early on what my boundaries were in our relationship. And she respects me for that. Right, honey?
Yep.
See? Because I said, look, if you do this, I'm out. I'm not going to take this. I can't. That's as far as it goes. And she said, you know what? I respect that because now I know where you stand. And I know you stand there. And it's very good for somebody to know what you stand for. So that's boundaries. And I want you to look into that. Kind of check with yourself and see what you're standing for. If somebody does something to you and you go, oh, no, well, they might not do it again. Yeah, they will. Of course they will. If you keep letting them do it, once they do something, you go, oh, no, you don't. Then they may come back and go, I'm really, really sorry. Do you give them a second chance? Maybe. But you know the old saying, fool me once.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. Fool me twice. You're just a dick.